Well, it's a little after 4 on Christmas Day, and sorry about the glare on my glasses. I can't make that stupid stuff go away right there, but anyways, I was just sitting here thinking about everything, and um, I'm just too lazy to write right now, although it's easier for me to write. Um, Sometimes it's not easier here lately, and I'm getting ready to have surgery on the 28th in 3 days, and it shouldn't be that big of a deal because, it's just fixing a leak, but somebody's jacking with my brain, and that makes me kind of scared. Um, I know I'm going to be okay, but I'm 58 years old, and number one, never thought I'd live to be this old, which isn't old, by the way. But when you're in your 20s, 58 seems like you're ancient. And I never thought I would live this long. And now that I have, I don't want to go anywhere for sure. Because I have a little grandson and I have grandchildren and my children and just so much to live for that I don't want to miss a minute of it. Yet I know anything can happen. So I've been doing things to try to mentally feel like I'm okay if anything happens that's bad. That's me. I'm what did my sponsor used to say? Disaster preparation junkie for the disaster that never happens. But that's just who I am, and I don't know that that's ever going to change, and I'm tired of trying to change it. So, anyways, the main thing I want everybody to know is that if you're in my circle and I talk to you often, or if I comment on a post, that means you're in my circle and I care about you very deeply. Very deeply. I may not always say it, but I do. And so I just want you to know that. And my mind has been reflecting on the fact that I've lost some people I've known that have been the bedrock of my foundation and recovery this in the last month, and to this damn COVID. And it makes you think about the brevity of life and how fragile it is, and how we should honor it and not take it for granted. So I have that on my mind. I have all the things that I think I should have done, and Lord knows I can name them all, but what good does it do? Here we are, and um, all the things that I haven't done that I still want to do. So maybe this time has made me realize that once I get through this, that I really need to start really pushing towards the things that I have in my heart that I need to get done. And yes, Valerie, my dear sweet cousin Valerie, that includes my book that you and I are going to work on. We'll get there, because that's still in my heart. So, anyways, I have 4 absolutely beautiful granddaughters. Destiny started all this mess into grandparenting at a younger age than I wanted to be a grandma. But the minute that she was born, it just blew me away. And it made me understand on a different level becoming a mother changed my life because it was not about me anymore. But when I became a grandparent, I understood how vitally important the future is and how vitally important it is what we do today affects our grandchildren and further generations, and um, made me very grateful. And I've got to watch her grow up close and personal, and it's absolutely gorgeous and beautiful in many ways. Is she perfect? Nope. Who is? I'm not. But I see her heart, and she has a heart of gold, and she loves everybody, and she's sweet. And if you're in her circle, you're in her circle forever. And you may fight with her all the way through the circle sometimes, but she's there, and she loves you, and she doesn't always verbalize it, but she shows you. And then there's Kaylee. Kaylee. God always gives a gift, a surprise gift, and things that you don't expect. And Kaylee is one of those surprises. And she's absolutely beautiful. She has a good heart, and she wants to do and take care of everybody, just like me. She's the only one of my grandkids that's a Sagittarius like me. And we think alike. And that's why I always kind of know what she's doing, even though I don't know, because she and I are so much alike. And she's beautiful. And I couldn't have picked, if I had to pick my own granddaughter, I couldn't have picked one as beautiful as her. And then there's Bella. Isabella is her name, and I always said is a beauty, Bella, because that's what Isabella means, is a beauty. And Bella is just beautiful. Her smile and her kindness and her sweetness, and she's always believing in the best in everybody. And she loves her mom and her sisters, and she has my heart in a different way, and it's a beautiful way. Oh, and then there's Courtney, my blonde-haired, blue-eyed Courtney. She's imagination personified, and on fire, mocked in with your hair on fire all the time, and happy, and I just love her. She and I click. I had that kind of imagination when I was a little girl. And she, man, just makes me so happy. And being with her is like it's okay to play and be that kid that had the imaginary friends again. And because she did, she understands that. And then along came Michael. And Michael's the youngest one. And he's my only little grandson that's here on earth. I have Zoe and Michael and others through loss, and they're in heaven, and I haven't forgotten them. But Michael is. I am so proud of that little boy. He hung the moon for me. He just. It just melts my heart and makes me feel so happy that he says Gigi. He knows my name and he knows who I am. And he's so happy. And he smiles and he plays, and it just lights my world on fire. And out of all these grandkids I have this one little boy. And man, he's awesome. And I think, how blessed am I? I mean, God do exactly. And I could, if I would have, my first day sober, if someone would have said, draw a picture of what your life's going to be like in 30 years and who's going to be in it, I would have shortchanged myself, because I would have never thought that I would have the grandchildren I have. And that makes me real grateful. It just makes me feel humble that God knows. He knows. And my son, Cedric, he's just like any other son to a mother. He's got me wrapped all around him. He's my little boy, and he'll always in my heart be my little boy. Even though I know he's a grown man now, there's a piece of me that he'll always be my little boy. He's the one that's always made me laugh and always told me that everything's going to be okay no matter what. And he's always tried to cheer me up. And he's the only one around me now that's seen me at my worst and still loved me. And I am very blessed. And then there's Alicia. She, man, she's a beautiful, beautiful woman. She's so everything that I wanted to be but didn't know how to be. And that's what she is. She has a heart of gold. She's got a nurse's heart. I know that. And she's back in nursing school again, and I know she'll make it because that's where God wants her. And I don't have a whole lot. I'm not rich. I don't have a big fancy house. I don't have a sports car or anything like what I would have thought when I was young I needed by the time I'm this age. Hell, I can't even begin to think about what to do when I retire. Retirement's a big joke to me because I lived through the recession and lost everything. Didn't have a job for 4 or 5 years because there was no jobs, and I don't know how I got through it other than God. And I bounced from one job to another just trying to pull it together, and my kind of work that I do, most places didn't want to hire me full time. They just wanted to hire me as a contractor. So 6 months to a year here and there, and I never have been able to get it together. And it's not because I'm a bad employee, it's just the corporate world's harsh and mean. And they don't really care about people, they care about their bottom line. So here I am at my age thinking I should be more put together, and I'm not. And I don't know if I ever will be. But in the end, I can't take all that crap with me, so what should matter? If this year has taught me anything, this pandemic, this never-ending nightmare that we've all been in, it's taught me that God has a plan, and God will take care of me. And as scared as I feel right now, He's going to take care of me, and He's not going to leave me. And I just have to have faith. And so that's what I'm going to try to do. Just have faith.